What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are starting a brand new series on the channel. It's going to be called Manga Review. We today are going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 43, the English version of it. So I hope you guys will enjoy this new series of mine. It's something that I've been really interested in for the longest time, because generally I usually watch an anime before I read the manga, and I don't really read mangas at all. So it's something that I'm really interested in, that I kind of want to start getting into, because mangas generally are a lot better than anime. But anime is also really good too. And so I kind of want to like get both and, you know, kind of like decide for myself which ones I generally enjoy more. And so I think it would be kind of good to just kind of like diversify a little bit and start creating content around the manga for Dragon Ball Super, now that, you know, it's going to be coming back after the Broly movie and everything. And, you know, we got a brand new manga chapter with fresh content that is just going to be happening after the events of the Tournament of Power. We got a new villain, MORO. We got the Galactic Patrol, we got Goku, we got Vegeta, we got so much content just to go around and talk about. So I hope you guys will follow me on this journey. Let's go ahead and dive in and start talking about the Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 43, guys. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. Smash like if you guys are enjoying the content so far. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications, and drop a comment down below if you guys would like to see more manga reviews in the future. With all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive straight in and start talking about the latest manga chapter for Dragon Ball Super. Man, this is awesome. I want to get more into manga reading, because it's something that I have been interested in, that I've kind of neglected to do for a lot of the animes that I am interested in, that I watch. And I think that it's a pretty good idea to start getting into manga right now. I should have done it a long time ago, and I should do it for more mangas and animes outside of Dragon Ball. So let's go ahead and talk about it, guys. Dragon Ball Super Chapter 43, Joining the Galactic Patrol. Original story by Akira Toriyama. Manga by Toyotaro. Translated by Caleb Cook. Lettered by James Galabats. So, this is going to cover a new enemy in Dragon Ball Super. A new arc that is going to occur after the events of the Tournament of Power, when Dragon Ball Super comes back. So this whole manga chapter revolves around the development of a new villain named MORO. So let's go ahead and dive into it, guys, and go on to the next page, because it says 10 million years ago. Whoosh! Just, you know, those captions that blow up onto the screen. That's awesome, because like meteors are obviously attacking the Kais. So let's go to the next page here. So with manga, we generally read from like right to left. So here is the Kai, who is basically like down on the ground, and then over here we've got the other Kai, Great Lord of Lords. So you've got the Great Lord of Lords Kai just kind of like on the ground, but he's trying to defend himself and protect those who he cares about around him. So more are incoming, and these meteorites are coming from planets that MORO is destroying. So MORO is basically attacking the Kais right here. And moving on to the next area, he's just causing so much chaos, so much destruction. As you can see, just destroying life everywhere. I think that's the Supreme Kai's planet. So MORO, from what it looks like, he is a threat in Universe 7. So he is basically affecting all life around him, causing all kinds of destruction and chaos. With planets just destroying everything in his path, you know, having his fun, doing stuff that he is passionate about, that he loves doing, just inducting fear in the eyes of others. So he literally just ate a planet right here, from what it looks like, and he is absorbing the planet's life energy by consuming the planets, by eating them, by also destroying the planets from what it looks like. And then we've got the Kais just overreacting to the situation. Obviously, I would be overacting if I were in their place, because you've got a villain such as MORO, who has the ability to consume planets and their life energy to benefit his own. So we have the Galactic Patrol here in the next slide, with I think that's Jocko or someone from the Galactic Patrol. We're gonna get into it. So it says, Planet Eater MORO, he's been charged with the destruction of the Aragi star system and bringing about mass extinction on 320 planets. This villain is as mighty as they say. Yes, a terrifying foe indeed. So these guys are the Galactic Police, predecessors to the Galactic Patrol. So they're just kind of overviewing this whole situation, kind of getting insight on what's going on within their universe and within the star system. So there's nothing that they can do, basically, from what they're saying. So they're just kind of bystanders at this point, and you've got the Kais over here trying to defend themselves, having a really difficult time against MORO. Moving on, we've got MORO coming down, touching base with both of the Kais, and then you've got the Lord of Lords saying that he's going to use his god power to steal MORO's magic, and he shoots this blast at MORO, which eventually imprisons him, makes it unable for him to really use his attack, so he's stunned. And it says, the great Lord of Lords gave up most of his godly power in order to seal away MORO's magic. So he basically attacked MORO with his god power, and then seized control over his power, leaving MORO kind of incapable of doing any kind of attack. So he's basically stunned at this point. Probably over time recovers and gets his power back, so it might just be some kind of temporary effect that affects MORO and his abilities, his ability to use energy in such a destructive, immense way that he does. So MORO was still a capable fighter even without magic. He was sentenced to death. Unfortunately, nobody could actually kill him, so he was instead given life imprisonment. And this MORO is still alive after 10 million years. So he's really old. This guy, he is super powerful. He maybe even has immortality. I don't know. Could have used the Super Dragon Balls for all we know, but he is extremely powerful. Unfortunately, he managed to escape, so MORO has regained his magic, and they are basically trying to find him and locate his location, because he has escaped and he's on the loose, and he's a very high target fugitive that they want to return safely back to the Galactic Patrol so that he doesn't cause any destruction or chaos throughout the universe. So moving on, Vegeta and Goku obviously are both transported here to the Galactic Patrol. So Vegeta says, what does any of this have to do with Buu? So 5 million years after MORO's capture, the great Lord of Lords was absorbed by Majin Buu, which we know from Dragon Ball Z, and they want the Lord of Lords power. So they're trying to wake up Majin Buu from his slumber, and he just completely refuses to wake up at all. He's sleeping, and they want to try to get his power so that they could so they could get either the Lord of Lords power, or that they could somehow get the Lord of Lords out of Majin Buu so that they could use him in an attempt to recapture MORO. Still, we haven't actually ascertained MORO's location yet, so we're on standby. So they're trying to locate him, and Goku knows of a way how they can catch the guy. So basically, him and Vegeta Goku is more obliged to engage in the conversation and to offer his services to help the Galactic Patrol, and so Vegeta just kind of tags along with it because it seems fun by Goku. And Goku and Vegeta at this point are best friends. You know, they pretty much go everywhere together, and Vegeta just kind of tags along for the ride, hoping that, you know, he can gain experience and become more stronger and powerful than Goku. And Goku has a really interesting life, and Vegeta is a really fellow trustworthy companion that Goku appreciates, and the both of them are rivals, you know, and they're really they have really great chemistry together. So Goku drags Vegeta into this whole thing, and then here comes the octopus guy. And Goku literally shakes his hand, just grips it, but it's not his hand, because in Dragon Ball Super it was said that that was his penis or something, and so Goku's just squeezing it, and that it just is tentacle. And then it goes more in depth right here regarding how Vegeta was kind of captured. And so you know, this guy down here, he basically just dropped in and stunned all of them, and basically transported them there. So in this following scene, we've got Goku and Vegeta, who are inducted into the Galactic Patrol. So the ceremony takes place. This induction concerns Son Goku, also known as Kakarot, and Vegeta. You two are hereby appointed as special members of the Galactic Patrol. Your tenure lasts until the escaped prisoner MORO is recaptured. You will be immediately dismissed if you are found abusing your authority. So basically at this point, they refuse to wear the armor that Jocko comes to give them, and then Goku and Vegeta, because of the armor, they decide that they just are fine with Jocko writing the Galactic Patrol symbol on their clothing, which basically signifies that they are a part of the Galactic Patrol, that they represent them. And so that's what they do as an alternative in comparison, as opposed to putting on the armor, because it restricts their movement. So at this point, Goku and Vegeta are traveling with the Galactic Patrol to go to a planet. So they're trying to figure out what's going on, and it seems the Macaroni siblings have stolen something again. So they're traveling to this planet to try to get the Macaroni siblings, who are trying to get this type of like energy, and they're causing all of this like chaos on the planet just to kind of escape with the precious cargo. And they're trying to use this blue Arum, which has the power to do crazy things. So we've got these fugitives right here, the Macaronis, who I don't even know if that's how you say their name, but they're basically on the run. The Galactic Patrol tries to step in, and eventually they capture them. So you've got the Macaroni guy here. So Maris here from the Galactic Patrol approaches one of the Macaroni Gang brothers and tries to capture him and turn him in, but the whole stunt just doesn't work right there, because he plans to just throw his gun down here at the train track that connects the tracks together, and then it basically disconnects the tracks between the two cargoes and explodes, separating them from each other. So Maris then moves forward in an attempt to try to capture them, and he basically goes and lands on the cargo and eventually like lifts it up. Well, doesn't lift it up, but he's like there in front of them, kind of like trying to stop them, but then they eventually take off from that into a spaceship in the sky with the Arum, and then Goku basically just flies into the sky and stops them from going any further. So they're just kind of freaking out at this point, and they're like, "You can fly, dude!" And they just realized at that point that they had kind of like messed up, because obviously, you know, well, they didn't really know about Goku and his powers. He was a mysterious character and figure to them, so he just kind of appears and stops them. But on the other hand, Vegeta is kind of concerned with Maris's power. So Vegeta is like, he'd already tampered with their spaceship, ensuring they wouldn't get far. So even if Kakarot hadn't caught them, it wouldn't have mattered. Because as you can see, you've got Maris over here who has this object in his hand from tampering with their space shuttle that was going to depart potentially from the planet with the Arum. So they end up capturing the fugitives, and then there's this whole conversation between Vegeta and Maris right here. "Why don't you brag a little while you're at it? Moro's power knows no limits." "What you mean? He's getting stronger and stronger." "Yes. So if we don't capture him soon, things will go from bad to worse." And then Vegeto's over here saying, "You could have saved the day even quicker, couldn't you? You're hiding your power, right? My eyes don't lie." And then Maris replies saying, "Hardly. Yes, I wanted their spaceship too, so I let them flounder a bit longer, but hiding my power? No." And then Vegeta's down here, "I suppose you aren't capable of capturing this MORO on your own then." And then Maris replies saying, "I'm afraid not. I may be #1 in the Galactic Patrol, but MORO is in another league compared to me." So at this point, they're both trying to lock on MORO's location, and both Vegeta and Goku and the Galactic Patrol Elite are in the spacecraft trying to pinpoint his location. And this is where Maris is kind of getting an exact location of where Goku can look to search for MORO. And so Goku at this point uses his instant transmission ability, or his ability to sense energies from a distance, and he picks up on his location and notices that this guy is probably no joke and that they have encountered a very powerful foe. So at this point, I'm thinking, since the next manga chapter isn't going to come out until January 20th, when it does, maybe Goku is going to use instant transmission to teleport there to fight MORO on his own, or learn more about his origin and himself, and then get a better idea of who he's fighting. So overall, this was a pretty awesome manga chapter. It was the first manga chapter that has been released for Dragon Ball Super after the events of the Tournament of Power. So we've got the Broly movie coming out in English dub around the time that this new chapter for Dragon Ball Super is going to come out, and that's going to be really awesome. So I'm going to review the next chapter. If you guys would like me to review it, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would let me know down below in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I most certainly enjoyed making it and kind of talking about manga to you guys and kind of getting more insight regarding the situation and what I've read. I feel like I've acquired a lot more after reading this several times now and kind of making the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for the next video, alright? Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe. And this is a great manga. You know, the Dragon Ball Super manga I really enjoy. I love seeing the differences between Toyotaro and Toriyama, and you know, the animation and the manga. I just hope, you know, with the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie coming out and everything, they actually stick to that animation style for when Dragon Ball Super comes back, because the Dragon Ball Super animation in the last few episodes of anything, that was my favorite, as opposed to the animation from the rest of the series for Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball animation was great, but I didn't really enjoy the Dragon Ball Super animation that much. So if they, you know, revitalize their animation style and go with the style from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, I'll actually be really pleased with that, because that is some great animation. It is a great movie. I watched the full movie and I thoroughly enjoyed it completely from beginning to end, and I'm excited for the English dub to come out so that everybody can enjoy it and watch it for themselves. Obviously I'm going to review that, and I'm going to review more manga chapters to come for Dragon Ball Super, especially since the anime isn't back yet. So when the anime comes back, I will review episodes like I did in the past for pretty much every episode of Dragon Ball Super. In terms of the manga, this is something new, and I wanna keep, you know, reviewing Dragon Ball Super manga. So hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know your thoughts on the manga if you have read it or not. I guess I'll check you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jared. Have a great day and happy holidays. Peace.